So as we're talking about, if you want to get your site ranking in Google, content is absolutely critical. Google is getting better over time at focusing and understanding the content of the page. Back a long time ago, all you had to do was fill out some meta tags, fill out your title tag, and your site would get ranking. But now Google is getting really good at evaluating what is good quality content. And they do this a number of different ways. We know that they have a whole bunch of patents on understanding content, text patterns. We know that grammar and spelling is important. But Google also hires people called quality reviewers to help understand what those signals of quality look like in content so that they can train the algorithm to make better decisions on what is good quality content. So what does this mean for you when you're trying to get your site ranking on Google? Well, basically create content that people like. Create content that people are interested in, and create content that makes you look like an authority in your space. So for example, if you are in fashion, if you sell something like jewelry or clothing, then you're actually really well positioned to produce a lot of good quality content that people actually want to read. For example, in fashion, you can talk about current trends, colors, seasons, how to accessorize, how to coordinate, what are famous people wearing, what are the current trends, what was the trends 10 years ago. There's a wealth of content that you could be producing to make yourself the center of authority around your products. Now, one thing to be aware of is many times people are selling products that are the same as what other companies are selling. For example, if you were to sell, let's say, shoes, then the shoes that you're selling, you might have exactly the same description as the 10,000 other websites that are selling those same shoes. And more importantly, you might have the same description for that product as the manufacturer. Now, this is a bit of a problem because Google doesn't appreciate or value something called duplicate content. And duplicate content is when the text and the content on your site is the same as what somebody else has already published. So you want to avoid putting duplicate content on your site because it's not a good signal. It's not a signal of trust and authority. It's a questionable signal. So when you have products on your website that are generally the same as what everybody else is selling or what even one other website is selling, then rewrite the descriptions of your products in your own voice. Put your own spin on this product. Don't say, you know, this shoe is a size this and this color with this kind of features, because anybody else can say that. Instead, put your own spin on it. Say, imagine yourself running, jogging in these shoes. You're going to fly. You're going to feel great. Your feet are going to be so comfortable. You know, they're this size. They've got these features. They're going to let you breathe. You know, talk about the features of your product. What makes your product better? And the only person who can really describe what makes your product better than someone else's is yourself, because you understand the value of what it is that you're selling. So make sure that your product descriptions are unique just to you. Another thing to be aware of is e-commerce reviews. As we've mentioned, Google is stated publicly that they're interested in rewarding merchants that have good reviews, where the user experience, where the customer experience is positive with these companies. And they want to take sites and companies and stores that have bad reviews out of the index because they don't want to send their customers to websites that aren't going to treat their customers well. So try to encourage reviews on your products. There's lots of data to suggest that positive reviews can help you actually sell your products. But they also tell Google that this is a currently updated site, that people are actually using this website, that people are buying from your store and are having a good experience on your store. So try to encourage people to do reviews of your products once they've purchased. And finally, but not least, is a blog. consider having a blog attached to your site. This is good for writing that traffic generating content. It's good for writing content that people are interested in. It might not be direct sales content. You might not be talking about, why to buy a particular shoe, but you can talk about all the benefits of why it's important to have a cushioned sole when you're going out jogging to avoid being injured. All of that surrounding content that people who are interested in your products are also going to be interested in reading. That's great for your blog. And a blog is also good for social signals as well. It's good for getting people to subscribe to your content so that you can market to them on an ongoing basis. And a blog can be updated on an ongoing basis. If you update a new article on your blog every single week, then Google knows for sure that your website is still in business, that your store is still running, and it's being maintained and updated. And that's the kind of content that Google wants to show to its searchers.